Hey, it's 2025 and we have a new division that got started this year called the Fit Model. I thought I would give some of my thoughts based on the way Tyler Emmanuel originally explained how the division would go, how I think it's going to go, how I hope it's going to go. When I heard the description of it, with the idea of having a little bit less blinged out suits, simpler posing, my first thought came to mind as a true beginner division is that this is really going to be aimed at that 18 to 23-year-old female. The idea of having less conditioning sometimes isn't an option for that 18 to 20-year-old female group. Whether they diet or not, they have that really good, thicker skin that makes it really difficult to actually see the details. I think that's how you would describe that 2015, 2016 bikini looking at the Olympia, is that all the girls that eventually had those really distinct glute lines didn't in the beginning. It's kind of inevitable if you continue to get lean and lean and lean that you're going to start to get those glute lines. Because there are some who get those glute lines right away, maybe they start a little bit older, this really wouldn't be a good fit for them. So it's a nice separation. What I'm hoping this division does is allow beginners who will eventually be great for wellness, figure, and bikini to be able to fit. Something I'd like to see is different body types all within Fit Model just lack the conditioning that eventually comes in time. So if you could have first place be a future bikini body, second place a future wellness body, and third place a future figure body, to me that would be perfection. I don't think people should be knocked down for having a lot of muscle, because there are some girls that genetically have a lot of muscle maybe in the legs. Well, those are future bikini competitors, future wellness competitors. There might be girls who just naturally have very muscled upper bodies, just naturally, and they're going to be the future figure girls. And then you have the ones who are a little bit more on the slim, thinner side, who genetically don't put on a lot of muscle, and those might be future bikini competitors. So to be able to see all three of them kind of be a first, second, third, a lot of these shows, I think would be fantastic. And whether it's in the NPC or they get their IFBB Pro card, as they start to get that conditioning and they get the details in the glutes, they start to get the shoulder caps, at that point the judges can advise them to be able to move over into that bikini, wellness, or figure division. That, I think, is going to be a really great way to have that division go, and will truly be now a stepping stone. I think in the beginning people thought bikini would be a stepping stone, but really what we're looking for in bikini is very different than what we're looking for figure, women's physique, and even wellness. I hope it goes that way. At the end of the day, probably not even the judges know where it's going to go. Divisions sometimes take a life of their own. What I'm hoping is that past bikini competitors don't purposely try to be softer just to fit into the Fit Model division. I think that's taking away from the ones who are really trying their best to compete, and that the Fit Model is just the best fit for them at this time. Time will tell. Again, these things take a life of their own. We'll see where we go throughout the year and who ends up winning shows and who ends up getting their pro card. But I really hope it starts out as being a truly beginner division, and then they're able to branch off into the more appropriate one. But until next time, there's my 2 cents from the Team Redefined office.